Hi, I have been wanting to make this video for so freaking long because I was working as a cabin crew for 3 freaking years, and one thing I can pass on is the things I got, right? The knowledge, the information, because I know when you are new, probably you're 18 to 21 years old. Most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the times, because I have seen very young girls, including me, joining aviation. So when we search on YouTube, the first thing is like we are lost. No proper guidance. You will hear all the good things on the YouTube, but one thing that you will rarely find in any social media platform is the cons about this job. So I'm really sorry if this video is a little bit hurtful to you guys. I am sorry in like prior, because I'll be pointing out the negative things first, because I have seen all the positive points everywhere mentioning in the social media, and the weird part is like half of them are not true. The way they show you half of the things is not true. And the reason being it is like the first thing, the airline restricts you from posting things. And imagine if they're already restricting you from posting anything, you would dare to post the cons, right? You will just post the good things, which is, it's okay. It's okay to point out the good parts too. But now that I'm a former cabin crew, I have to put something. So today we just have one airline in our mind, which I'm gonna tell you why not to join as a beginner, especially as a beginner. Because if you're experienced, you're gonna handle it. But if you are a beginner, you do not want to ruin your mental health, you do not want to ruin your entire physical health. So let's start. I was 19 when I started flying, okay? 18 when I got into it and turned 19 meanwhile. No, I love aviation. I love the fact there are airplanes included and they're so fancy. My friends and family are into aviation, so I really, really appreciate, first of all, as a cabin crew, the job is pretty hard. Understand that. And I absolutely fuckingly adore those people who are working, waking up at 3 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and getting all dolled up and working. It's so hard, but okay. Apart from that, why not to join this particular airline? Let's go. Number one, we are going to talk about the toxicity. Yes, I know you want to do something extraordinary, but being a cabin crew is not extraordinary, okay? Like, this thing is very crystal clear in aviation that they have plenty of fishes in the sea. Toxicity is at its peak. I get it. Our prior generation, they took it, they worked their ass off, but now things are different. And when I say this, there are employee friendly airlines in India or maybe outside as well. They exist. You do not have to ruin your mental health so much and join this particular airline. They think you are a robot. They don't think and consider you as a human. When I say this, I mean it not only for the cabin crew but also for the pilots, the ground staff, the engineers, anyone, okay? They literally think that you're a robot and they do not treat you as a human, especially the management. And when you are a newbie, trust me, they publish a roster that is gonna be dead as dead, okay? Many people will like it because they do not have the guts to see what is wrong, what is right. They do not have the guts to raise their voice, they do not have the guts to talk back. And that's where cabin crew have been taken so granted. And I'm sorry to say this, but so many of you kept quiet just because you did not have guts and the fear of being kicked out. And that is the reason why the future upcoming cabin crews are the ones suffering, because the oldies, the one who have been in this airline for 16, 17, 15 years, they are sitting in a golden seat. They don't care about the newbies. They will tag you as if like, there is not a lot of work in our generation. We used to do this much. Come on, in your generation, there used to be a good passenger profiling, a good service, an employer friendly airline. And now that is not like the same. The scenarios are different, especially the profiling in this airline is shit. Okay. And you do not want to deal with them in the 2 in the night, in the morning, sorry, 1 in the night, 9 p.m., 9 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. You do not want to deal with this kind of profiling because, see, I get the urge that you want to leave your home. I know you want to earn jaldi, you want to do some everything, you stand on your own legs. But on the process of doing that, please do not lose yourself. There are better jobs outside, better jobs. And especially the cabin crews, I have seen so many of them being an influencer. Trust me, without cabin crew also, you can become an influencer, you can do well. far better. And do not quit your graduation, I beg you. Think that you're a fucking machine that works on like batteries. That's literally and exactly what this airline thinks a human is. And especially they keep this tag about girl power, but do they even appreciate them? Like, do you even treat your crew like that? I don't think so. But let's go. Let's dig into it. So when we talk inhuman, what's exactly are we talking about? Oh my god! I would like to point out is the sick leaves. Like in my time, like it was already exhausting, but now it's way worse. Like, and that was the moment I quit my job because this circular they released, and I was like, I'm not doing this bullshit, and that was my triggering point, and I quit my job, and I'm very proud of myself. But apart from that, um, so, about the sick leaves, let me elaborate and describe what I'm talking about. So, see, suppose you are sick and that's why you need sick leaves, right? But suppose you're just having a bad period pain, girl power, right? So, girls have different bodies, right? You have a bad cramp, they won't understand. You know what they'll ask? Give me a report. And didn't, and I'm not making it this up, this happened with my best friend, so I had to put this story because I was like really shocked. You know, what the hell will you bring every month? क्या तुम 2000 रुपए खर्च करके रिपोर्ट लेकर आओगे, और वो भी रिपोर्ट किस चीज का कि तुम्हें periods के cramps है? Let's dig into it more, okay? So the next thing is, when I was going through, I guess, something, you know, I had this communicable disease, that I got it in flight. Till date I hold grudges, and that was the reason I used to put sick left and right, and I used to be like, do karna hai kar lo, I don't give a damn. So apart from that, I went for a doctor verification. I was like, ठीक है, obviously that's their rule, so you have to do it. But at the same, you know, room, I had this crew next to me, sitting next to me, okay? She had piles, okay? I get it, it's a very ugly thing that she happened to her body, and that is not what she deserved. But you know what doctor said? Do a surgery so that you can recover soon. And she said that I don't have the money to do a surgery because obviously you don't pay us that much. Like, come on, the salary is okay, so you don't pay that much, you cannot go for a surgery. She said, no, I cannot go for a surgery. And then the doctor was forcing her to do the surgery, and she started crying that she is scared and she cannot go for a surgery, she needs rest. She cried and she left. And this third incident happened. So this was like again with my friend. So her this thing yahan pe, okay, it broke, okay, side skin was torn. So this circular came meanwhile. So the current rule is that if you put a sick leave, you need a NABH document, okay? For NABH documents, again, NABH certified hospitals are pretty expensive, first of all, and there are very limited NABH hospitals. A city like Delhi is expensive, a city like Bombay is expensive, right? So NABH hospitals, you can imagine, in these three cities are way too much, right? So every sick leave you take, you have to spend 5,000 rupees or minimum 3,000 rupees to explain them why you are sick. And that is absolutely rubbish. What do you think? You're Emirates or Riyadh there that you give that much of salary to the crew, especially to the crew? Like, come on, to the pilots also you give nuts. To the crew, it's insane, right? So again, if you are a newbie, you want to join an airline, this is not the airline you would prefer. You may for a second think that the dress is good, but it's also absolutely uncomfortable. You do not want to work for them, trust me. And the NABH thing is pretty blood sucking. You might think, come on, it is just a small issue, but after you start flying, your body goes, it changes, you know, it changes like completely. So every other month, and you most probably will shift to a new city. Every month, you will fall sick, even if you get a fever, which you know that you will be fine in a day or two. For that, also, you do not need NABH certified hospitals. You get it? And that is not required. And that is the reason I do not recommend going for this airline. How every other pattern is on minimum rest. Come on, girl, if you're coming to this airline, all you will be getting is 13, 20, 22 hours ka layovers only. And you might think 22 hours is too much. No, no. You gotta work for 12 hours and then you get 22 hours. And after that, also, you will be doing 4 flights a day. It's not like after that you're just doing one sector. So this is not beginner friendly, employee friendly, your health friendly, mental. And there's the funniest part is they'll send a mental health reminder every month. And I really want to ask, like, do you even know what mental health is? I don't think so. I highly don't think so. So if you are someone who really wants an employer friendly airline, please opt for Akasa right now. And the longer goal has to be you have to leave India, work for a better airline, because these airlines, I don't know about the other airlines in India much. I do know Uber Person because my friends are there, but this particular airline is not beginner friendly, and this airline is easiest to get into. And you do not want to fuck your mental health, you do not want to hurt your physical health, so just stay the f away. I stayed there for 2.5 years, and I couldn't even, forgive myself for doing that. If you're someone who is just fresh out of school or college, you're looking for a cabin crew job, do not opt for this airline. That's it. That's my take on this airline. If you want to know anything else about this airline, you may comment down. I can elaborate, because one thing I can pass forward is my knowledge, and I would love to do that, because when I was new, I was not aware what I'm getting into. Like, I know many of my ex-colleagues won't be happy about this video as well, but I do not care. Like, trust me, I do not care. You guys have made peace with it, but I don't think so we should pass that to the future generation. They deserve a clean truth, and not everybody has the audacity to do this. Though I didn't knew what I was stepping into, so I definitely don't want you guys to step into something like this. I hope this video helps you guys. Stay safe, healthy, bye. Pick a good airline for your mental health. Bye.